Hello, I'm Richard.
And I'm Emma.
And welcome to our video guide to Jordan. We're going to give you our top 5 tips to make sure you get the most out of your visit.
We spent 2 weeks in Jordan, going from Aqaba to Wadi Rum, Petra and Amman.
We flew in and out of Aqaba because that's where a lot of the budget flights fly to. But if you've got a bit of cash to spend, we recommend flying into Aqaba and flying out of Amman or the other way round.
So let's kick off our top 5 tips with tip number 1. Buy the Jordan Pass.
You can buy a separate visa, but it's much better to buy the Jordan Pass, which includes your visa fee.
It also grants you entry into Petra and a lot of other museums. We got the Jordan Explorer Pass, which grants you a 2-day visit to Petra and is about £80 UK each. You can buy the Jordan Pass at www.jordanpass.jo, and we found we got a lot of use out of it.
Okay, on to tip number 2. Book a hotel and stay overnight at Petra.
We stayed in a hotel in the village of Wadi Musa near Petra. This allowed us to do 2 days rather than 1 day in Petra itself, and we do recommend that you do this. Petra is huge, and there's way too much to see in just 1 day.
The hotel in Petra was fine. Don't expect anything more than a bed and a slightly underwhelming breakfast. There are loads to choose from if you check booking.com, but be careful to check the weather forecast. Petra floods when it rains. We were really lucky, but the day after we left, it flooded and it was closed.
Don't believe the hotel owners or maps' positive tells about the length and difficulty of the hikes. Some of the routes up to Petra are rather long and difficult, even if it only says moderate on the map. The second day we walked from Little Petra towards a monastery, and it was quite a taxing hike with lots of stairs. Take proper shoes, snacks and water, and if you're not up for hiking, do not let yourself be persuaded. If you have smaller children or mobility issues, it is possible to go to the main entrance of Petra and walk or use a golf cart to see some of the main sites, so you won't miss out.
One more tip. A shawarma van outside Petra cooked Emma's favourite ever shawarma. She still talks about it today.
It was amazing.
Before we move on to tip number 3 though, if you found this video useful so far, why don't you click the subscribe button for more of this kind of thing.
Tip 3 is stay overnight at Wadi Rum. Entry to Wadi Rum is around 5 Jordanian dinar, but is included with the Jordan Pass. We booked a place called Rum Titanic on booking.com, and it was about £30 a night, including breakfast. We'll put a link in the description.
You can book much more expensive moon pod things with clear ceilings, but our tent had air conditioning, had a nice bathroom, and it was actually lovely. You can see it on the screen right now.
At Wadi Rum, Richard did a sunrise camel ride, which I did not take part in. He did really enjoy it though, and then we both did a tour of the area in a 4x4, which included a local guide.
The tour was really cool. We saw loads of stone inscriptions, including from when Lawrence of Arabia was there, but also from kind of like ancient times. We booked it by talking to people at the camp.
Right, on to tip number 4.
Make time for Jerash.
A lot of people go to Jordan for Petra but miss Jerash, and you absolutely shouldn't. In fact, I personally like Jerash way more than Petra. This is also included in the Jordan Pass.
Jerash is an old Roman city, about an hour and a half outside of Amman. It's amazingly preserved, so much so that you can even see the dents in the cobblestones from the carts that drove on the roads.
We got there using the jet bus. Go to jtt.com.jo and click daily tours rather than private tours. It costs us about 15 dinar each, which is around £17 at the time of recording. If you aren't hiring your own car, the jet bus is a good way to get around. We found that the tourist website and the regular website are different, but the JTT website isn't a scam. We booked from there and our journey was quick and safe.
There's also loads of great sites in Amman. There's an amazing citadel view over the city, a cool Roman amphitheatre nearby, and entry to both is included in the Jordan Pass.
The Jordan Museum is not included in the Jordan Pass, but it's about 5 Jordanian dinar and it's so good. It's definitely worth spending 3 or 4 days exploring Amman.
What I will say is in Jerash there is a market selling souvenirs and paintings. Don't feel pressured into buying a painting that you later regret buying. Okay, on to our final tip, and that is don't worry too much about Aqaba.
We spent some time in Aqaba because we were flying in and out of there, but if you don't make it there, you aren't missing too much.
It's perfectly nice with an okay beach, but we went in January, which is definitely low season there.
Highlights included a trip on a glass-bottom boat, a little open-top bus tour and a small ancient ruin site.
There's not a huge amount to see in Aqaba, and if you're flying in and out of Amman, I'm not sure I'd recommend going down there.
On screen now are links to our Jordan videos.
We liked our time in Jordan. You could probably hit all the sites in a week if you rushed, but 2 weeks is the perfect length to explore and also have some sneaky naps.
Thank you for watching our top 5 tips. If you found this useful, please click like.
And if you've been on YouTube recently looking for top travel tips, you might find you've come across lots of videos that seem either AI generated or stock footage or Googling facts rather than actual experiences. If you'd like more travel videos or top 5 lists based on actual experiences and things we've actually seen, then why not give us a subscribe? Okay, that's all for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.